Hello everyone, we've once again returned to the Rustic Dreamland and oxygen not included. It's been a few days since our last recording, so I'm just going to kind of reevaluate what I've been doing here. Still working on this darn chlorine. I should just move on, honestly. It's not going to hurt anything, but I've spent so much time, I just want chlorine. I want green out of my base. So, we'll let that go for a while, see what happens. For some reason, we're accumulating polluted oxygen inside the base. However, there is no germs in it, so I guess that's fine. Although where it's coming from is a bit of a mystery. Must have been from all that ice we let melt. So, I'm not going to worry about it. If we expose the internal portion of our base to slime, could be an issue, but I don't plan on doing that, so we should be okay. We got our hatch ranch up and going. We've got 2 oxygen rooms. We got plenty of power. Coming down over here. Oh, there's something I don't remember seeing before. A natural gas geyser. So what we'll be able to do now is tap into this and add an oxygen. I don't know why I keep saying oxygen. Add a natural gas generator to our main line, and that will give us another source of water for the long term. So that's an exciting find. Being that there's stuff I didn't even remember seeing, we should check for geysers and stuff again. Ooh, a second natural gas geyser. Okay, we're going to definitely start tapping into some natural gas. Cool, cool. All right. Not really seeing any other hidden vents. Got another cold biome. Although that's a little strange, because I can't go any further over, so that's the edge of the map. So I don't know why. There's like 4 tiles of a cold biome over there. Okay, so adding natural gas in. Adding natural gas in will require the addition of a water tank. We will need that. So I think we'll come over here and build a water tank. So we'll just kind of build that right along the edges here. We will just tell them to dig out reasonable things with some floors so that okay, so that'll be our tank. So then we'll probably be putting the geysers somewhere, or not the geysers, but the actual generator somewhere in this general area. So we're putting mesh tiles down because they just drip polluted water. So with 2 sources of natural gas, I'm assuming we're going to need 2 of them. So just toss one there. And we'll have to wait to do the other one. To actually access it, we're going to need to dig into it, but we will want to do so in such a way that we don't pollute it too much with the... We don't want it to escape, basically, so... We're just going to do the standard thing we do. Oops. So, actually, I think I'll move that whole thing up one. Because I don't want to break into the geyser itself, if possible. So we'll kind of access it this way, creating a CO2 lock. So we just put the smallest amount of other gases in there. I don't know. We'll think about that more. I'm not in love with that. Oh, yeah, and then liquid pumps and stuff. Because someday we'll want to tap into this. So we'll put a pump. It's not so important to do this before you flood it now. Like, this is something I make sure to always do before I flood stuff when I don't have exosuits. Once you have exosuits, though, it's not really a big deal. They can get into nasty water and stuff, and, like, they're not going to get hurt by it. Yeah, we also started our entertainment room. And the power situation is almost taken care of for that. We've got the power feed going. We just don't quite have all the tiles built to finish it. So, that's exciting. So, we've done a lot of stuff. But, I mean, we are 175 cycles in. We should have done a lot of stuff. Of course, our poor, recently deceased friend, Nicola. Hey, look at that. Now it's just CO2 over there. So, it did even out some, finally. And we still haven't even built this. So, that didn't even help. So, maybe I won't finish that, then. So we deactivated this. I think we need to enable it again, just because the CO2 is now creeping up again. And the chlorine is creeping up along with it. Just saw this polluted water, wondered if we had issues with slime lung, but looks okay. Oh. Aha. That one little spot right there. I was like, you know, that really shouldn't show they don't have power. Like, they have power, but they don't have power. Hey, new printable. Oh, we're kind of good on dupes for right now. I don't really want another dupe. These are all pretty good dupes with all really nice stats. We do have a bed and a table that's not being used, so okay, we'll take another dupe. But who? Loud Sleeper's not a big deal, but I don't need learning that bad. Tinkering and athletics would probably be better. I think we have plenty of farmers, so we'll take this fella. He'd love to be a researcher. Not any of the things he's actually good at, though. Go be a groundskeeper, bro. Senior architect. Hey, look at that. We're getting to the point where we have really good morale. You can be a farmer. Okay. And you would just love to be a courier, so go for it. Right. Got this room up and going here now, so we can start watching them play video games and dance during their break times. We have 2 electric grills, but 5 of them are short of resources. That could probably be improved. Not sure why there's a sage at... Oh, yeah, we kind of just... Oh, that was kind of silly. By letting them be out there, they, we'll have to wrangle the critters again. I really like that they changed that eggs don't count as critters. That was so frustrating because this would be overstocked and, like, they'd stop producing poop and, well, coal and eggs as fast. Not you, though. We don't need to wrangle you. Huh. I wonder why they aren't shearing him. It's not such a big deal now that we have our little farm going over here for it. We're getting plenty of thimbleweed. See, look at that. Look at how much of that we used. That's crazy how fast the polluted water disappears. So we're going to need to come down here and build a new one and patch that in. Otherwise, we're going to run out of water. We're going to need a liquid bridge right there. Oh! Like, look at how fast we ran out of water right there. Yeah, we drained it, apparently. I don't particularly remember doing that, but the fact that this was a tank and now there's a hole means that it all drained out down here. And this has backed up too high. Oh no, and it's going to try to flow down there. I don't like any of this. I don't like any of this at all. What is that? Clay? Okay. So I most certainly want that to be built ASAP. In fact, I'm going to toss that up to an 8. Then I'm going to have them dig out some more stuff. To try to get this to go down below, because I do want people to be able to access this biome, and I don't want to flood this biome any more than it is already flooded. Plumbing, there it is. So we're gonna need a liquid bridge. And I think we'll do a liquid bridge right there. We'll just patch them both into this liquid bridge. Whoops. There's your derpy for the morning. But we'll go ahead and we'll patch them both in, so as long as that does have water, it can do stuff. And all of these Paku will die unless we help them get out, so we're just gonna do this so they can easily hop their way back out. Then we will need to deconstruct this tile right here. That will allow flow over here. Honestly, I think we're just going to do like a nice little thing so it just keeps draining to the lowest point. Okay, that will allow the draining, but it won't allow the dupes to actually access down here anymore. So we're going to have to continue this ladder down. And as we learned, you have to build the ladders first or people die. So we better get that ladder going. Pressure damage? I've never seen pressure damage before. That is so strange. Like, I don't even think there's a metric for checking pressure. Huh. And it's leaking through? Wow. Okay. That's different. I'm kind of at a loss. So it doesn't say any. Let's check in here for pressure damage. Pressure management. High pressure gas pressure management. Yep, nope. They've given us no information about this. The tile doesn't say how much pressure it can handle. Maybe refined metal would be better? Question mark? I'm going to change that to be built out of sedimentary rock, since that's what's lying around all over this area. Okay, got those ladders built so they can get out again. That's great. Oh, they still won't be able to get over here, though. We need to give them a ladder right there. And they'll probably need a ladder right there in order to get up to build those. Oh, I guess I don't need that ladder, but oh well, they're building it, so that's fine. That seems to be working just the way I was hoping it would. I'm a little concerned that these two pipes aren't built, but oh, that water's only going to those, so that's fine. So right now we're just using clean water. We're not cleaning any polluted water, so that's fine. Okay. So the pressure damage has stopped. So that's new. You should know, guys, when you're building incredibly giant tanks, you need to consider pressure on tiles, even though the game does not tell you to think about that anywhere at all. All of the Paku have survived. They all found their way down here. So that's nice. These guys were halted because of irrigation, but the water should be coming again soon. It's getting little bits as it passes by. But it will go better if we actually build this here. We'll probably just deconstruct this one as soon as the other one's up and going. Okay, we've hit that point where the gold is so hot all the time it just stays liquid. Some of it is dripping down and cooling. And this area is heating up a lot more because the water is not flowing quite as much as it was. Just gonna dig this thing out, let all this water try to drain out to this pump so we can just kind of clean out this area. Mushrooms are doing well, so that's great. We don't need this anymore. Just something they have to maintain. How's our decor looking? Bathrooms looking okay. Bedrooms are just okay. I would do more with these bedrooms, but we're about to the point where we're going to replace them with plastic beds. Oh, yeah, we were supposed to be watching for this. Over here, they're starting to mine out what we've asked them to. Just in case, I don't want the water to go this way. I think it drips out right there, so nah, we'll be fine. Whenever you're worried about water not going where you want, it's always nice to put a blocker tile so it doesn't go somewhere else. So then power, put our second generator right here. Got to tie those into the mainline trunk. So, okay, yep, this is the main line here. It doesn't, we just want to make sure we don't put it on the outside of a generator. So we need natural gas intake. We need other gas output. So that's the outputs. We'll just move those over here. When we get high pressure, we'll go ahead and switch that over. And then we'll deal with the natural gas intake once we figure out how we're actually getting in. Oh, this ice biome is a lot bigger than I thought it was. Okay, cool. Still don't know how I want to get into this. Oops, that doesn't look right. I think this looks better. I think some CO2 will fall down in there, and then we'll have a nice little trap. I think this will work out a lot better. We're gonna give all this a sub priority 7 over here. Base temperatures. Still a bit spicy. We could do with another Wheezewort right here. Yeah, this could be a Wheezewort too. How does the rest of it look? Over here we're chill. Over here we're pretty warm. Oh, that's set so low nobody's enabling it. Oh, new printable. Guess we'll take the Mirth Leaf because I just don't want a 20-second dupe right now. Back over here, we're looking better. This is working very well. Very hot. 1200 degree oxygen, 1500 degree gold. I'm gonna deconstruct it and see how it goes. We've got to let more of this out, otherwise it's just never going to. Otherwise it's just never going to let this gold cool unless it drops. And as it drops, it heats up and we're taking away the water, so it's just we need this heat to dissipate better. We have this to counteract it. This cool slush geyser still is never turned on. Oh, that fish must have come from the very top. We're doing good, draining everything to the bottom. It's also our very long... Wow, I've never seen hatches, or... I've never seen these outside of my starting biome. That's kind of cool. Yep, these fishes are... Eventually they'll find their way. Hopefully they don't die first. I also do want to find the surface. As far as I've noticed in other times I've played this game, you don't actually start getting Regoloth to appear on the surface until you discover the surface. And I use superheated Regoloth to make steam. So we do want Regoloth available when we want Regoloth. Go, little fishies, go. Okay, we left one pipe in a space where they couldn't build it. Otherwise, all the other blueprints are done. So I am going to go ahead and destroy this stuff. Just to conserve power, because it is constantly trying to use power. And we'd rather just everything be used from down here. We succeeded in getting this water level lower, so that's good. Oh no, I want them to be able to get in and out of this door. If I really cared about this biome being cooler, I could probably just build a wall of insulation, but I'm not super concerned about it. Oh, I've always wondered where these grew. It's interesting. Oh, we still... I keep thinking about things outside the base. We keep missing this. Okay, we got all this built. And there is a CO2 trap, so we can continue coming over. Probably don't actually need to dig those out right there. So, to capture this, we're going to need a pump. It's probably going to be pretty warm. And it's probably going to be pretty warm. I don't think I really want to... I think we're going to go like this. And I'm going to come from above to transport that gas. So we can transport it through the hotter biomes. So I'm always concerned about how I'm going to harm that sleet wheat, because it's so hard to grow it. I just want it to naturally grow and not have anything fighting its ability to grow. Ah, there we go. So, we've got the power, it's tied into the power line. We have the output vent. We've got the input vents. We almost have the tank. Things are going well. Okay, break time. There we go. Dancing dupes. Yay! This functioning? Doesn't say that it's short on power, so it must be. Oh, got that ready. Okay, temperatures are cooling off over there. Up here, it's a little warm. Yep. Lesson learned, don't put oxygen systems directly adjacent to your base. You have a lot of issues fighting that heat. These are finally right where I expect them to be, just super dark. If you ever wonder, like, are they too cold? Gray is fine. Red is you know, they're keeping their body heat. It's probably too much, but there's no, outside of these, you know, water and these rooms, there's no space where they're just freezing and losing body heat. So we're doing fine. Okay, that system was running. It got the CO2 down. So I'm going to go ahead and disable it again. We got a lot more of it out. Okay, I do see it over here again, so we will allow them to finish this section. New printable. Vitamin chews? Okay. I've never made those ever. I assume they boost immune systems. Okay, we've broken that, and things are heating up a bit. Oh, I just remembered what we need over here that we haven't done yet. Batteries. So we're going to need some standard batteries. And a smart battery. Then we're going to grab our automation, and we can run it through the floors. Go with some automation wire. Okay, there is a complete power system. Five jobs mastered. Might as well go in here then. Redistribute some labor. Wow, she's been doing stuff. She's been a lot of jobs. Okay, she's one of our real scientists, so let's start training Jean to be an astronaut. We're gonna make her a tenured scientist, and then we're gonna go tell her she can eat nice food. He's also one of our good scientists, so Harold and Jean both need good food. So back in our consumables, Jean should eat nice food, and Harold should eat nice food. Oh, but remember, we have to tell them not to eat poor foods. This reminds me that I should be a little concerned now about having these nice foods. We should start farming them. So let's build a little trap here, because I don't want this hydrogen to get out. So we're gonna go. No, we have to go over further. We'll go down here. That's where we'll go. Go ahead and tap into this stuff now. Oh, we didn't power this thing. That would probably be a good idea, huh? Let's go ahead and put a small transformer over here to run these systems. We'll end up doing a little bit of damage because there's some polluted oxygen, some CO2, but ultimately it won't be serious amounts of damage. Oop, there we go. I did not build these out of gold, so we're gonna have to deconstruct these. Otherwise, they won't last long in this spicy, spicy heat. It's already 40 degrees in this area. Yeah, that would quickly hit 75 and overheat them. Okay, they got this trap going. So we can go ahead and dig out the rest of this stuff. So we're going to grow quite a bit of pepper. So we need to go into food. These require irrigation tiles, and they hang from the ceiling, so we have to flip them over. So I want to have 2 rows of them, I think, and I think they grow 3 across. So we're going to go like that, then 1, 2, 3, and like that. This is probably way too many of them, so let's go ahead and just do it like, we'll start with this many. We will need to bring a source of polluted water over for them. Which, once again, we've kind of blocked ourselves by building our pipes too close together. So I think we're going to, well, let's build from this side first. That's the easy part. So we're going to go actually gonna use regular pipe over here because I do want the water to be warm enough that it doesn't stifle their growth. So this, using regular pipe will allow it to warm up and not stifle the growth of the plants. Okay, so we've got that. We're just going to keep the regular pipe going through these areas that are just really warm. Then we'll switch to insulated. Whoa, pass, guys, pass. Then we'll switch to insulated pipe before we start passing it by these colder things. I think we're just going to kind of tie this thing into it. And we'll just use these pipes we already had. And we're going to deconstruct this bridge. Because if you see here, the bridge says you can only send water to the left. If we deconstruct it and switch it to the right, we're basically switching this and telling different polluted waters to come a different route. And then we can run a split from here. To run to this new entry point. So that we're always feeding it with some good water. Okay, so they just deconstructed it. So we're gonna build it like this now, switching the flow. So what we're telling it is pump, split, send 50% up, 50% this way. Anything coming from here can combine in here, go over here. Anything coming out of here can combine here, and then all the way over to feed our plants. So convoluted, yes, but when we're trying to keep like all the polluted water in one place, this is the sort of thing you have to do. I am just kind of really tired of looking at this polluted water. This is just free peppers. We should be harvesting those since they're growing happily. Down over here, they're making a little bit of progress. This is expanded, so that's good. So I'm not putting any filters or anything because the amount of damage we'll deal is very low. And eventually this will just become a vacuum. So it'll shut itself off because there'll be no gas to actually pump. And then when this starts up again, it'll start pumping gas. So there's just, I don't need any automation or anything really going on there. One of our viewers commented that early birds and night owls could be on the same shift. And I think that's a great idea. Something I'd never thought of. So, oops. I don't really know who that was, and I don't really know where I put them. I think it was Abe. So we can get rid of that one. Just have one shift here. And that will give them more interaction, because when they interact and appreciate each other and they interact and can socialize, they do get morale boosts. So it is nice to have a situation where your dupes can interact with each other. So too many different schedules where there's too few dupes can be a problem. Oh no! Out of power. Why would it be out of power? It has power, it's connected to power. The batteries have power. I don't get it. We should be supplying adequate power to that. Doesn't make sense to me. Sure, I guess I'll take algae. It has power now. Weird. Oh, we never planted anything over here. They're not enjoying their work time. So that's going to make their morale lower because they aren't really enjoying the area they're hanging out in. That's better, but we can do better yet. Oh, and stifled. Those guys are okay up to 50 degrees and it's stifled? Oh, 20 degrees. We got it too cold. Jeez. Okay. I thought I needed something that would be okay in the heat. Degrees, 10 degrees. Okay, that's what you need. Then since we are producing plenty of fiber, let's give them some paintings. We do have like a master painter now, don't we? Yeah, we do. Cool. Oh, we should build that out of gold because we'll get a decor bonus. So back to furniture. Gold. Might as well put some... Nope. Nope. We just didn't leave enough space there. Had more things hatch here. I'm tired of these guys. Get them out of here. Let's make some barbecue. Oh, it's almost break time. We're gonna watch this time, guys. Ah, and no power. Like, that does not make sense. So they turn it on, and then the power shuts off. Oh, you know what? I know why it is. This thing can only provide 1,000 joules, or 1 kilowatt of power. It needs 1.2 kilowatts of power. So we're going to have to deconstruct this. Once we deconstruct this, we have to put in an actual heavy watt large power transformer so that enough power can be sent there. I completely forgot about that. So it's a little bit bigger, so we can't have it in quite the same spot, but this will do. Yeah, that was a bonehead move on my part, guys. Sorry. Well, on that note, I think we're going to call this a video. We'll come back next time to watch our dupes play video games. Thanks for joining us again on the Glider Gaming channel, and y'all have a great rest of your day.